Mr. Ron DePerry wants to share some of his wisdom and knowledge with us. So at this time, I'm turning the microphone over to Mr. DePerry.
Bonjour. Bonjour, honey. Good afternoon, everyone. I wish to thank the organizers for giving me a few minutes of the day to say a few words, talk a little bit about what has been on my mind lately, and some of the things that kind of put me in some direction. In our treaties, in the Treaty of 1854, there's a couple articles I would like to talk about for a minute or two. And the one, first of all, is Article 7, or Article 11, rather. We'll do that one first. And it says, all annuity payments to the Chippewa of Lake Superior shall hereby after be made to Lance, La Pointe, Grand Portage, and on the Lake St. Louis River, and the Indians shall not be required to remove from the homes hereby set apart for them, and such of them as reside in the territory hereby ceded shall have the right to hunt and fish therein until otherwise ordered by the President. Okay, now I know it from my own time period and growing up. Many of our tribal elders, way back when, they got arrested for hunting and fishing. Some were put in jail and away from their families. And that went on for quite a while. Then what happened is that we began to talk and gather and meet around the res and talk a little bit about the treaty rights, in particular this Article 7 for hunting and fishing. And what happened is that we tried to get tribal members from the various reservations and communities that were part of the Treaty of 1854. So we met and we gathered and we talked it over quite a bit for a good while. And then we started saying, well, what can we do? We said, let's have a test case. Let's test the federal government and their rights to see if we do indeed have the hunting and fishing rights that were guaranteed to us in the Treaty of 1854. So, on September 7th, 1969, Philip Gordon, who was chairman at the time of the res, Dick Gurnall, Louis Peterson, Roger Basney, Alan Bear, and myself, we got arrested on September 17th, 1969 for fishing off the Great Lake down below here, Lake Superior. In other communities that joined in, there was another reservation, I think Lakota they also had come together. But in Bad River on October 9th, 1969, Tom Derrigan and Tom O'Connor were the two other gentlemen that got arrested over in Bad River. And that case, along with our case, was joined together. And as time went on, the federal government then ruled in our favor that we did indeed have our hunting and fishing rights. So that's what we have currently. We're still trying to keep that going. Another article that I want to share with you, it'll take another minute or two, and to see where your interest might be on this article. In Article 7 of the treaty says, okay, listen up real close. No spirituous liquors shall be made, sold, or used on any of the lands hereby set apart for the residents of the Indians, and the sale of the same shall be prohibited in the territory hereby ceded until otherwise ordered by the President. Now, as I stand here before you, I don't know if there was a president that addressed that article and signing some legal document exclusively addressing that article. So, if as it stands, and there's something that you think needs to be done about it, come together and show yourselves and go ahead and let's talk about that. I can be reached locally if that should ever happen. We want to give some direction to that spiritual article. So that's what I wanted to share with you. Once again, I want to be able to thank everyone for coming here today and tomorrow, and if you're going to stay around longer. I know that tomorrow out at Camp Raspberry, there's going to be a language camp that's been going on for other summers parts. And I was asked by the organizers if I'd be given a chance to make some hominy, Indian corn, the old Indian way. And I said, oh yeah, I'd be more than happy to do that. So once again, miigwech, thank you very much.
Once again, thank you, Mr. DePerry, one of our elders from this area here, initiating something important that's vitally important to our culture. It's hunting and fishing rights, which were because of him and his efforts and doing what they needed to do at the time back in 1969. They got arrested, both him and some other gentlemen from Bad River, and they both went through those, put themselves at risk to protect what's ours. So, once again, miigwech. All right, we got a couple birthday announcements. We have two. We wish a happy birthday, July